Chapter 2. Uncle Podger Hangs a Picture. Author Jerome K. Jerome. 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 Jerome Clacka Jerome, British author, was born in 1859. He made his name with three men in a boat. His works have a fine blend of human and sentiment. Comma into inverted comma, three men in a boat, comma complete, has been translated into many languages. His comma into inverted comma, this floor back, comma complete, brought him fame as a dramatist. For some time he successfully ran a monthly magazine, comma into inverted comma, The Idler, comma complete. Uncle Podger has two skills. He can confuse himself successfully. Secondly, he can confuse others. He can make much ado about nothing. He has also the advantages of forgetting. He is also a boastful as most men are. In the present lesson, we meet Uncle Podger ready to hang a picture. All the members of the family are assigned different jobs. The job is completed by midnight, but the picture insecure, ready to fall down any moment. Summary. A picture has come from the frame makers. It is kept in the dining room. For such simple jobs, Uncle Podger never sends for any expert. He volunteers do everything. Comma into inverted comma. When he offers to do any job, it is usual to have a lot of confusion in the house. The whole house would be an pell-mell, P-E-L-L-M-E-L-L, pell-mell. Uncle Podger assures everyone that everything would be all right. He gets ready for the ordeal of hanging the picture. He would remove the coat, send one girl to bring some nails, and another boy to tell her what size to get. Having dispatched the children, he would settle down to work. He would shout to one to bring the ladder. Others do bring the foot rule, kitchen chair, spirit level, and picture cord. In this way, Tom, Jean, and Maria would be kept busy. He would lift up the picture reverentially and cut himself trying to save the glass from falling down. He requires his handkerchief. He searches for it here and there. He would suddenly remember that he has kept it in the pocket of his coat, but he does not remember where he has kept it. All the children leave the tools and run for the handkerchief. Meanwhile, Uncle Podger would dance, shouting at others for not knowing such simple things. Having finished the showers of abuses, he gets up only to find the coat under him. He would tell them that they are all good for nothing. After finishing the dressing of the wound, a new gloss is brought. Tools as well as the entire family would stand there to help him. He is helped up. All the necessary tools are handed over to him. He drops the nail. Everyone goes on all floors searching for the nail. By the time the nail is found, he would lose the hammer. It is recovered. He would lose sight of the mark on the wall. With the calculations, he would go mad. With the calculation and mutual rose, some time is spent. It is finally settled. Again, Uncle Podger would try to reach a point, only 3 inches beyond his reach. The chain is upset. Down comes Uncle Podger and falls on the piano making music. While doing all this, he would be cursing and threatening the children around him. Having fixed everything, he would strike with his hammer, smash his thumb. The hammer would fall exactly on somebody's toes. Aunt Maria would feel disgusted. She would tell him that next time Uncle Podger hangs picture, she would be with her mother. Blaming Aunt Maria, Uncle Podger would give another blow on the nail. The whole nail goes in, and with it the hammer on uncle's nose automatically strikes against the wall. Everything begins again. By midnight, the picture is hung perilously, 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 threatening to fall down any moment. Having finished his job, he would step down on the charwoman's corns. Everyone in the house is tired, but Uncle Podger is proud of what he has done. He says that for such simple things, people would make a lot of fuss. मराठी सारांश. पॉजर काका तसबीर टांगतात. फ्रेम मेकर कडून तयार करून घेतलेली एक तसबीर जेवणाच्या खोलीत टांगायची असते. अशा क्षुल्लक कामाकरता पॉजर काका कारागिराला बोलवत नाही. अशी कामे तो स्वतःच करतो. अशा प्रत्येक वेळी घरात गोंधळ माजतो. पॉजर काका तसबीर टांगायचे दिव्य करण्यास पुढे सरसावतो. आपला कोट उतरवून एका मुलीला खिळे आणण्यास पाठवतो आणि तिच्याच पाठीमागे एका मुलाला खिळ्यांचा आकार सांगण्यास पाठवतो. एकाला शेडी आणण्यास सांगून दुसऱ्याला फुटपट्टी, खुर्ची, स्पिरिट बाटली आणि दोरी घेऊन येण्याची आज्ञा करतो. अशा रीतीने टॉम, जिम व मारिया यांना काम देतो. नंतर ती तसबीर आधाराने उचलू लागतो आणि त्याची पडत असलेली काच वाचवण्याच्या नादात स्वतःचा हात कापून घेतो. त्यामुळे त्याला रुमालाची अत्यंत जरुरी असते. पण इकडे तिकडे शोधूनही त्याला तो मिळत नाही. इतक्यात हाच रुमाल कोटाच्या खिशात असल्याचे त्याला आठवते. पण कोट कुठे ठेवला ते मात्र त्याला आठवत नाही. सर्व मुले आपापली हत्यारे टाकून हाच रुमाल शोधण्याकरता धावाधाव करतात. एवढ्या साध्या गोष्टी देखील सापडू नयेत यासाठी पॉजर काका आरडाओरड करतो. शिव्यांची लाखोळी वाहतो. सहजच उठून पाहतो तो स्वतःच आपल्या कोटावर बसल्याचे त्याला समजते. जखम बांधली जाते. नवीन काच आणल्यानंतर सर्व आयुधासहित त्याचे कुटुंबीय त्याला मदत करण्यास उभे असतात. खिळा आणि हातोडी घेऊन पॉजर काका तयार झाला की मध्येच त्याच्या हातातील खिळा पडतो. सर्वजण तो शोधू लागतात आणि खिळा मिळाला की हातोडीच सापडत नाही. थोड्याच वेळात हातोडी मिळते, पण पॉजर काका भिंतीवर खेळलेली खूणच विसरतात. परत हिशोब करता करता त्यांना वेळ लागण्याची पाळी येते. नंतर पॉजर काका त्यांच्या आवाक्याबाहेर 3 इंच दोरीने भिंतीचे माप घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात. त्यात त्यांच्या हातातून दोरी सुटते आणि ते स्वतः घसरून पियानोवर आदळतात. पियानोचा एकदम आवाज होतो. हे सर्व करीत असताना पॉजर काकांचे मुलांच्या नावाने खडे फोडणे चालूच असते. सर्व गोष्टींची तयारी झाल्यावर पॉजर काका हातोडीने जोराने खिळा ठोकण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात आणि नेमकी ती त्यांच्या अंगठ्यावर बसते. हातोडी हातातून सुटते आणि खाली कुणाच्या तरी पायावर पडते. या सर्व गोष्टींचा मारिया काकूला तिटकारा येतो. परंतु जर का पॉजर काका तसबीर टांगायला उभे राहिले तर ती माहेरी जाण्याची धमकी देते. पॉजर काका तिलाच दटावतो आणि खिळा इतक्या जोराने ठोकतो की खिळ्याबरोबर अर्धी अधिक हातोडी भिंतीत जाते आणि पॉजर काकांचे नाक भिंतीवर जोराने आदळते. मध्यरात्रीच्या सुमारास ती तसबीर कशीबशी टांगली जाते. सर्व काम झाल्यावर पॉजर काका खाली उतरतात. तो त्यांचा पाय मोलकरणीच्या चवड्यावर पडतो. पॉजर काकांशिवाय घरातील सर्व लोक अतिशय दमलेले असतात. मीनिंग ऑफ डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स. कमोशन, COMMOTION. Commotion means disturbance, गडबड. Under tool to do a job means agreed to do the work. Waiting to be put up means kept to be put up, भिंतीवर लावण्याकरता ठेवलेले. Nails means a metal pin. Hammer, a tool with metal head and handle, हातोडा. The rule, the foot rule, फुटपट्टी. Step ladder, a ladder with steps, शिडी. I had better have a kitchen chair means I would like to have a kitchen chair. Spirit level, a glass tube almost filled with alcohol used for testing whether a surface is level or not. Cord means a thin rope. Tools means instruments to worry with, हत्यार. Hinder them means take them, त्यांना थांबवणे. I never came across such a saint in my life means I never met such members of a family in my life. might just as well means to find it you are not better than a cat in this respect. Charwoman, CHARWOMAN. Charwoman means a woman hired to do odd jobs by day. Molkarin. Semicircle means half circle. In an injured tone means one suggesting something gone wrong. We would all have dash 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 knees means all of them bend down. Grunt, GRUNT, grunt means to make a deep rough noise. Renkne. Gapping round here means standing round here. Then he would have lost sight of the mark he had made on the wall means then he would forget the exact mark he had made on the wall. Besides means by the side of. Remeasure means measure again. Go mad means very angry. Sneer at another. SNEER. Sneer at one another means look at one another in contempt. उपहासाने एकमेकाकडे पाहत असू. Raw. ROW. Raw means quarrel. The old fool means Uncle Podger. Leaning. LEANING. Leaning means bending. The string would slip means the string would escape. दोरी निसटणे. And trying to means the string would slip आणि त्याच्या आवाक्याबाहेर 3 इंच भिंत मुसताना दोरी हातातून सुटते. Slide means घसरणे. Piano means a musical instrument. Piano. Notes that means sounds of various intensity. Sur. And Aunt Maria. Such language and Aunt Maria usually says that she will not allow children to stand round and such language from Uncle Podger. Smash his thumb means crush his thumb. अंगठा ठेचतो. Yell. YELL. Yell means किंकाळी. Toes म्हणजे पायाची बोटे. Mildly observe means gently remark. Fuss. FUSS. Fuss means useless talk. उगाच बडबड. Picking himself means getting up. The nail would dash 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 plaster means the nail would go into the wall, precipitated against the wall, caused to go violently against the wall. स्वतःच भिंतीला धडकेल. With force nearly sufficient to flatten his nose. With such a force as would make his nose flat. नाक चपटे होण्या इतक्या जोराने. Crooked. CROOKED. Crooked means bent, not straight. Insecure means unsafe, असुरक्षित. Smoothened down means made smooth. Rake. RAKE. Rake means a long handled tool of wood or iron. Everybody did beat and wretched means everybody completely tired and in a miserable state. Charwoman's scores means charwoman's toes. Frame makers mean one who sets the picture in a frame. Leaves that to me means the work will be done by me. Worry means trouble. Take off means remove. Size to get means size of nail to the brought. Work done means began to plan. Kind regards means good wishes or compliments. Picture cord means a thread for hanging a picture. Spring round the room means moved inside the room, jumped. Came across means met. Such a set means a group of ladies. Go means attempt. Go down on our knees means kneel down. Grovel, GROVEL. Grovel means crawling on the floor, kneeling down. Grunt means angry mood, murmuring with anger. Great heavens means good God, good heavens. Gaping, GAPING. Gaping means looking with surprise. Half 30, 1 and 38. Half of 31 and 3 again. Try to do it in his head. Began to calculate in his mind. Different results means the answer of calculation was different. Sneer at. Sneer at means hateful look. Critical moment means risk time. The string slipped means string fell from his hand. Slide means slip. The old fool, that is for the Uncle Podger. Measure means count. To hammer means to beat a nail with a hammer. Plaster means outer covering of the wall with lime and sand. Precipitated means flung against, fixed against. Deadbeat means awfully confused. Wretched, Wretched. Wretched means miserable. Corns means hardening of skin on foot. Surveying the mess means looking round the work and confused persons. Evident pride means with a clear pride for doing a grand work. Very short answer questions. 1. Oh, you leave that to me. Don't you, any of you, worry yourself about that. I will do all that. How significant is this remark from Uncle Podger in the light of whatever he does in the story? Answer. Uncle Podger boasts that he can hang a picture on the wall. That is the beginning of all troubles to the whole family. He takes things easy because he is overconfident. The second virtue in Uncle Podger is his forgetfulness. When he forgets a thing, he would shout at the children. His quick temper is short lived, but when he is angry, he looks a comic figure. 2. Do you agree with the view that the Uncle Podger was a good manager? Substantiate your view. Answer. I do not agree with the view that Uncle Podger was a good manager. Uncle Podger began the simple work in the evening and completed it at about midnight. It was an ugly show, as the plaster of the wall was damaged and the picture was crooked and insecure. Hence the Uncle Podger put the whole family into worst confusion for an ordinary work. 3. What kind of person was the Uncle Podger? Explain with instance to support your statement. Answer. Uncle Podger was an unwise man. He wanted to put up a picture on a wall. He could not do it alone. He required the services of his sons, daughters, and servants. One girl went out to get nails from the market. One son was to fetch a ladder, and the third went out for getting a spirit level. Aunt Maria was given the duty of holding the light. 4. Describe a highly comical scene from Uncle Podger hangs a picture. Answer. Uncle Podger went up again with a nail in the left hand and a hammer in the right hand. While striking the head of the nail, he hit his own thumb and dropped the hammer. It fell on the foot of the child, who cried with the pain. He was successful in driving the nail in his third attempt, but his force rubbed his nose against the wall. 5. Oh, you woman, you make such a fuss of everything. Do you agree with his view of Uncle Podger? Justify your answer. Answer. Podger gave much trouble to all the members of his family while hanging the pictures on the wall. His wife, Aunt Maria, was displeased at the fuss of her husband. She therefore decided to go to her mother's house next time when he would hang a picture. On hearing this, he remarked that his wife was fussy. In fact, Uncle Podger was the foolish man who made fuss of everything. He attached importance to trifling things. Short answer questions. Answer the following questions in 75 words. 1. Write a brief character sketch of Uncle Podger. Answer. Whenever Uncle Podger worked, he made the whole house move. Even if it is a small job of hanging the picture, he would make the mess of it. He would send one of his daughters to bring nails worth 6 penny. Then he would send another of his sons after her to tell her the size of the nail. He would demand a hammer, a foot rule, a level, a ladder, a kitchen chair, a lantern, a piece of cord, all persons in the house to help him to his job. As soon as he would hold the frame and start his work, his finger would get cut. He would cry for a handkerchief. It would be in his coat, and the coat would be below his body, but he would make the whole house move. When the finger would be dressed, he would start again. Then B would lose his nail. When the nail would be found, the hammer would be lost. When both of them would be found, then the mark where he had to thrust the nail would be forgotten. He would again make the mark. When he would hit on the head of the nail, his thumb would be crushed. He would cry loudly. It was such a trouble that Maria would say if she knew it before, she would have been away on a trip for a week. At one time, the nail would miss and he would fall on his nose on the wall. At last, he would jump down, pressing hard the foot of the charwoman. He would, in the end, say with the pride that he alone could do it by himself. Others would have engaged some jobber for such a little work. 2. Some men think that they are the most knowledgeable and that they know how to do everything in life. Little do they realize that they are perhaps the worst. Uncle Podger is one such person. Elaborate this in about 100 words with examples from Uncle Podger's life. Answer. Uncle Podger lifted up the picture on the wall, but it slipped from his hand. He tried to save the glass and received a cut on his finger. He wanted his handkerchief to wipe the blood from his finger. It was not found. At last he remembered that it was in his coat pocket. The coat could not be found as he himself was peevish, P-E-E-V-I-S-H, peevish, and ill-natured in his behavior. When the various things required in fixing a picture on the wall were ready, Uncle Podger stood up on the chair. He asked his son to lift the picture up. He did it, but it slipped from the hand of a Podger. He received a cut on his finger. The work was stopped, and the handkerchief was searched out. It was known that it was in his coat pocket. The search for the coat was made, and Podger was in angry mood for the delay. In fact, he was sitting on it. Another glass was brought from the market. He then began to measure the distance on the wall and forgot the point. He then remeasured it with a foot rule. He held the nail without a hammer. When he used the hammer, the smashed thumb and slipped by the side of piano. Some musical sound was produced. He was annoyed and scolded the helpers. 3. Some men lack sensitivity. Uncle Podger is a typical example of such a person. Elucidate this statement in about 100 words with examples from Uncle Podger's life. Answer. Uncle Podger is a highly insensitive man. He behaved rudely and gave trouble to all the members of his family. The glass of the frame was broken and his thumb was wounded. He began the work at 8 p.m. and completed it at about midnight. The plaster of the wall was fallen and the picture was hung up clumsily. C-L-U-M-S-I-L-Y, clumsily. There are some illiterate men who make a fuss over a trifling or trivial matter. Uncle Podger was an old fool. Uncle Podger had undertaken the work of hanging a picture on the wall. He could not complete the work peacefully. His sons and daughters and the maidservant all were engaged in work. There was a disorder and confusion in his house when his finger was hurt. Uncle Podger lifted up the picture but dropped it. He wanted to sieve the glass but received a cut on his hand. He saw this bleeding hand and became furious. He wanted his handkerchief to wipe the blood, but the kerchief was in the coat pocket. All the members searched out the coat, but it was not found. He therefore blamed all the members of his family. All of them were strange persons who failed to find the coat in the house, though it was left by Podger 5 minutes before. In fact, he was sitting on the coat. He wanted his handkerchief from his coat to wipe the blood from his hand. His wife, sons, and daughters and servant girl searched for the coat but could not find it. At last he found it himself as he was sitting on it. He said it was useless to ask the family members to do the work. They were as lazy as the cat. As no work was possible to be done by the cat, so was their case. Aunt Maria was displeased and did not like the work of confusion by her husband. He passed angry remarks and gave trouble to all the family members. Aunt Maria decided to go to her mother's house for a week. If Uncle Podger was to undertake such an odd job at home, she did not like to hear the angry remarks. Uncle Podger was a foolish man. He had no experience of doing an ordinary work. Hence, he had to do the same work all over again. 4. Give instances of Uncle Podger's absent-mindedness. Answer 1. Uncle Podger was forgetful in his nature. When he sent his daughter to the market for buying nails, he forgot to tell her the size of the nails. He had to send his son after her to tell her the size. 2. When he received a cut on his finger, he wanted his handkerchief to wipe the blood and wrap it. It would not be found. Afterwards he remembered that it was in his coat pocket. His coat was searched out, but it could not be found. At last it was known that he was sitting on his own coat. 3. He found the nail, but the hammer which was kept by him was forgotten. 4. Podger had marked a point in the wall to drive a nail, but he had forgotten it. 5. He measured the distance on the wall from the corner but forgot it. Hence, he measured it again. 5. Look at Uncle Podger's comment on women in paragraph 19. How would you respond to it? Answer. This is a remark made by Uncle Podger. When he undertook to do any job, he would curse everyone in the family and go mad. He would curse others for his own mistakes and hold them responsible for any wrong. Uncle Podger is a master of forgetfulness. When he curses the children, Aunt Maria cannot tolerate the languages used by him. She would clearly tell him that she would go and spend a week with her mother when Uncle Podger was going to do something next time. I do not agree to it. 6. Describe the search for coat. Why did Uncle Podger need it? Answer. After gathering all the members and tools necessary, Podger begins his work. Trying to the glass, he cuts himself. He would look round for his handkerchief for bandage. He would not find it, for he had kept it in the pocket of his coat. But where is his coat? All the house would be looking for the coat. He would shout at his children and wife for the coat. Getting up, he would find the coat under him. He had been sitting on it. Again he shouts at them that he alone could find the coat. 7. When would everyone sneer at another? Answer. There would be a lot of commotion when Uncle Podger begins to do any work. All the time he would be cursing the family. He would cut himself and search for the handkerchief for some time. He would find the coat on which he had been searching. He blames others for his mistakes. Dropping the nail, searching for it would be over. He would drop the hammer next. It is discovered. Uncle Podger would forget the markings on the wall and begins fresh calculations. Every child begins to calculate. The result would be different. There would be a row. Everyone would sneer at the other. 8. What were the jobs assigned to each other when Uncle Podger hung a picture? Answer. Uncle Podger sent out his daughter to buy nails from the market. His son was asked to run after her to tell her the size of the nails. He asked William to bring the hammer. Tom was asked to get the foot rule for measurement. He was also given the duty of bringing the step ladder and kitchen chair. He told Jim to bring spirit level from his friend Mr. Goggles. His wife Aunt Maria was to hold her the candle at the time of fixing the picture on the wall. When the girl returned from the market, she was sent to the market again for bringing the picture cord. 9. What happened after Uncle Podger tried to drive the nail in the wall for the second time? Answer. When Uncle Podger tried for the second time to drive the nail in the wall, he used the hammer with force. The nail went in the plaster and also half the hammer. His nose also rubbed on the wall. His force was enough to flatten his nose. Uncle Podger hung the picture on the wall clumsily. He was satisfied with his work, though foolishly done. He left pride on his work. Further, he remarked that the help of other men was not needed in such a simple work. In fact, he took the help of all the 7 members of his family. 10. How would you justify that Uncle Podger was a bad workman? Answer. Uncle Podger was a bad workman. If he had to hang a picture, he would get his finger cut. He would cry for a handkerchief. It would be in his coat, and the coat would be under his seat. All would search for it. None, of course, would find it. When he himself would find it, he would call others useless, good for nothing fellows. Few men realize their own follies. Vocabulary. What does go mean in this sentence? 1. Can I have a go on your new bike? Here go means ride. 2. They tried hard to get the man to come down from the electric pole, but it was no go. Here go means in vain. 3. He is making a go of his new shop. Here go means starting or beginning. 4. It's your turn to go now. That means here go means move. 5. She is full of go this morning. Here go means vigor. 6. There is only a month to go before the exam start. Here go means pass. Study skills. What does put up means in these sentences? Write the meaning in the space provided. Then look up the dictionary and check your answers. 1. The government has put up the price of petrol and diesel again. Here put up means increased. 2. Each students' union can put up one candidate for the election. Here put up means declare. 3. It's drizzling. Why don't you put up your umbrella? Here put up means unfold or open. 4. They are going to put up a new hospital where the jail used to be. Here put up means start or establish. 5. We were put up in a small motel. Here put up means adjusted or sent. Focus on language. Fill in the blanks with used to or would verb or the simple past tense of the verb given in the bracket. Answer. I have fond memories of the month we spent in the Kashmir. We were into bracket B bracket complete very fond of snow. We used to wake up into bracket wake up bracket complete early in the morning to go on a long walk. It would snow into bracket snow bracket complete almost every day during that season. One morning when he woke up, our car was covered. into bracket cover, bracket complete, with snow. The Dal Lake would freeze into bracket freeze, bracket complete, completely. Young boys and men would walk into bracket walk, bracket complete, across the lake despite warnings against it. The whole valley would have into bracket have, bracket complete, a glittery white look. Chapter complete.